Hey everyone, and welcome. You're tuned in to Fairy Tale Kids right here on YouTube.
Hello. Yeah, we're super excited today because we have just a really wonderful story to share with you all.
We really do. It's called Leo's Roar of Courage.
Mm.
And it might sound like just a simple story about a little lion.
Right, but there's actually like so much cool stuff packed inside it. We're going to talk all about being brave and friendship and, finding that strong voice inside you.
Exactly. Oh, and before we jump in, if you love hearing great stories like this one, make sure you click that subscribe button down below.
Yeah, hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our adventures. It really helps us keep bringing you more stories.
Okay.
Okay, should we meet Leo?
Let's do it. So the story starts by telling us about Leo. He's a little lion cub, and he sounds really sweet, fluffy mane, kind heart.
Oh, sounds like a nice little guy.
Totally. But then we learned something really important about him, his roar. Well, it wasn't very loud at all.
Ah.
Yes, his roar was as small as a whisper. And he loved playing, but only when nobody else was around to see him.
Ah, okay. So what does that tell us about Leo, do you think? That whisper roar and playing alone.
Well, it sounds like he's maybe a bit shy, or maybe not super sure of himself yet.
Yeah, exactly. That whisper roar isn't just about how loud he is, right? It's like a symbol. It shows he's maybe holding back, maybe a little afraid to, be seen or heard.
Right, like he doesn't want anyone to judge him.
Mm-hmm. And playing alone keeps him feeling safe. Lots of us feel like that sometimes when we're worried about what others might think, feeling kind of vulnerable.
That makes sense. It's like his big lion courage is still kind of sleeping inside him.
You got it.
Yeah.
But luckily, Leo isn't all alone.
No, he's not. He has a best friend, Mina the meerkat. She sounds awesome. Really cheerful.
A meerkat friend. Cool. So what's Mina like?
Well, she's always trying to get Leo to play. Like she does silly things, balancing a shiny pebble on her nose.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And she chirps, "Come play, Leo." She sounds like a really good friend. Why is having a friend like Mina so important, especially for someone like Leo?
Oh, Mina's super important. Think about it. She's like that friendly, happy person who just keeps inviting you, even if you feel shy. She doesn't get mad when Leo hides.
Yeah, she just keeps being nice.
Exactly. She accepts him just how he is. And that kindness, that sort of steady friendship, it makes Leo feel safe deep down. Even if he doesn't know it yet, she's kind of helping him get ready for, well, for needing to be brave later.
Ah, okay. She's like his support crew, building up his confidence without even pushing him.
You nailed it. She's creating that safe space for him.
Okay, so we have shy Leo and cheerful, supportive Mina. But then, uh-oh, things change, right?
Uh-oh is right. This is where the story gets really interesting. One day, this other character shows up at the watering hole.
Let me guess, not a friendly one.
Not friendly at all. It's a warthog named Spike, and the story calls him Grumpy. He just stomps over.
Stomps over. Okay, I have a bad feeling about this Spike.
Yeah, you should. So Mina had built this little tower of stones, right? Spike sees it and knocks it right down, just like that, and calls it silly.
Oh, that's not nice at all. Poor Mina.
I know, but wait, it gets worse? Mina has that shiny pebble, the one she balances on her nose.
Yeah, the one she uses to invite Leo.
Spike snatches it, just grabs it and says, "This is mine now."
No way. That's totally unfair. He can't just do that.
Right. Spike is being a real bully here. He's the challenge. He's the problem that crashes into Leo's quiet world and hurts his friend.
Okay, wow. So this is a big moment.
Yeah.
What does Leo do? Is he still hiding?
Well, yeah, at first. He's watching all this happen from behind a bush, and you can imagine his heart is going boom, 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 like a drum.
Oh man, he must be so scared.
Totally scared. But the story says something else happens inside him, too. He feels fear, but also anger, like bubbling up.
Anger. Okay, why anger?
Well, think about it. He sees Spike being mean to Mina, knocking down her tower, taking her special pebble.
And Mina must be really upset.
Exactly. The story says her whiskers drooped and she started to cry. And seeing his friend so sad and hurt, that's when it says something inside Leo changed.
So it wasn't just about being scared anymore.
Right. It's like his worry for Mina became bigger than his fear for himself. Feeling scared is okay, but he saw his friend needed help. That feeling of wanting to help, that empathy, That's what sparked his courage.
Wow. So caring about someone else made him brave.
That's often how it works. Courage isn't about not being scared. It's about deciding to do the right thing even when you feel scared. And sometimes standing up for someone else helps us find that strength.
Okay, this is getting good.
Yeah.
So what does he do? Does he roar?
Well, first, he takes a big deep breath, like you do when you need to be brave,
Yeah.
puffs out his little chest, and steps out from behind the bush.
Whoa, he's doing it.
He is. It says his legs felt wobbly, which means he's probably still pretty nervous.
I bet. I'd be wobbly too.
Me too. But he walks right up to Spike, and when he speaks, guess what?
Was it a whisper?
Nope. The story says his voice was surprisingly strong.
Awesome. What did you say?
He looked right at Spike and said, "That's not yours, Spike. Give it back to Mina."
Yes. Go, Leo. That's amazing. Standing up to the bully.
It really is. Think about how huge that moment is for him. He went from hiding and whispering to stepping out and speaking up clear and strong, even with wobbly legs.
That's like the definition of brave. Using his words even though it was hard.
Exactly. It wasn't about needing a giant, scary roar. His strength came from doing what was right, from his conviction. He knew Spike was wrong, and he said so.
So cool. Okay, what did Spike do? Did he get mad? Did they fight?
You'd think so, right? But get this.
Yeah.
Spike was just surprised.
Surprise.
Totally surprised. He just stared at Leo. Maybe nobody had ever stood up to him like that before.
Huh. Bullies don't like being stood up to.
That's often true. They expect everyone to be scared. So
Yeah.
Spike just kind of grumbled, dropped the pebble, and stomped away.
He just left. Leo did it.
He did, just by being brave and speaking up. And Mina,
Oh, he must have been so happy.
she totally was. She cheered and gave Leo a great big hug, saying, "You were so brave."
Oh, that's the best. Having your friend cheer for you like that.
It really is. That praise from Mina helps Leo feel even better about what he did. It, confirms his bravery. But the most important thing is how Leo felt inside.
How did he feel? Not scared anymore.
Well, the story says he felt a warmth spread through his chest. And that feeling, it was bigger and better than any fear.
Whoa. So being brave felt good.
Really good. That warm feeling is like the reward for facing your fear. It's pride, it's knowing you did the right thing, it's feeling strong inside. It tells us that doing brave things, even small brave things, makes you feel amazing afterward, better than feeling scared.
That is such a great lesson. Leo started out so quiet and unsure.
With that little whisper roar.
And he ended up finding his voice, finding his courage, all because he wanted to help his friend.
It's an incredible journey, isn't it? It shows us that bravery isn't something you just magically have. It's something you find often when you decide to take that first step, even if your legs feel a bit wobbly.
Yeah, even if you're scared. It's about doing it anyway.
Exactly. And, this story makes you think, doesn't it? How can we find our own big courage in our lives?
Like, not just for facing down grumpy warthogs.
Probably not too many of those around. But, for everyday things like speaking up if something's unfair, or trying something new that feels a bit scary, or just being kind when it's hard.
Yeah, finding our own roar, even if it starts out kind of quiet.
You got it. Because just like the story says at the end, even if your roar was still learning to be loud, your heart could be full of big courage.
I love that. Your heart can be full of big courage. What a great thing to remember.
Definitely. So maybe think about that today. Where can you let your heart's big courage shine through?
A great thought to end on. Thanks so much for exploring Leo's story with us today here on Fairy Tale Kids.
Yeah, this was fun. And don't forget to subscribe so you can join us for our next story adventure.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye. Bye.